and welcome to this reading. If this reading has popped up for you and you've clicked on it, you were curious, you felt called, then this message is probably for you. This is going to be a collective message, so take everything how it resonates and leave the rest. You know the drill. I also, before we get started with the reading, want to let everyone know that I do offer personal readings. I offer video sessions as well as recorded video readings. I also offer like intuition development coachings or sessions. We start with one session and we just kind of see where you're at with your intuition and how we can build it. And then we go and get into some exercises, practicing also like figuring out what intuition style is most, what's the word? Like the intuition style that you use, like whether it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, like where you kind of feel your intuition. So then after one session, we can choose to book more sessions. I'll be offering a package deal on those soon as well. But for now, that is what I have in my shop as offerings. I love doing one-on-one personal readings for people. I love recording general videos, like general messages for YouTube, but my passion is working very directly with people. I mean, I'm also passionate about making these videos too. They're just a totally different vibe, you know? I love both. So I would love if you joined me in a personal reading or an intuition development session. But with all of that said, I am going to move on into the reading. All of the links are going to be down below. And yeah, let's get started. I don't have any specific topic that I want to get into, which isn't really anything new. I rarely ever do. Also, I want to mention I have my fan running and my window open because it is a little warm in my room. So if you can hear the fan or you hear stuff outside, I apologize. I hope it's not going to be too loud, but I also need to be comfortable while I'm channeling. So I just kind of want to look into whatever it is that you need to know at this very moment. I'm hearing 1 week. Maybe this is a reading for the next week whenever you're seeing this. This is timeless. Maybe something big is happening within a week. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very fast. Ooh, this card is kind of reminding me of like orange cream, like the ice cream, like an orange creamsicle. Very summery. But with the Knight of Wands kind of setting the stage here, this definitely feels like, I just keep hearing summer. Like I feel like summer is very important. And I feel like, I'm gonna pull more cards before I get into it. So it's fuzzy or something on the test. It's funny because I always clean my desk really well, but stuff always just manages to make its way on here, and I'm super perfectionist about it. Okay, I want to pull this card. 7 of Cups. Interesting. What else, Spirit? 10 of Wands. Getting all kinds of mixed messages here. Because there's a lot. I'm still, despite... I mean, the 7 of Cups isn't necessarily negative. The 10 of Wands also isn't really negative, but it is a little bit heavy. But I'm still just getting this like good feeling, like things feel good. Feeling this card, 2 of Pentacles. It's interesting because this card has the moth that's in the death card. Wonder what that's about. And then I'm feeling this one, strength. Okay. So we're definitely getting back into balance on something. That's for sure. I feel like you've been carrying a lot of weight, but it's like all these cards are feeling like it's finally being released. The 10 of Wands, yes, it's like the 10s are always completion. So like even when they're a heavier card emotionally, like the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Swords, they still carry that idea or that feeling of, even though it was really hard or really heavy or really painful, it's coming to an end. It's a cycle ending. And strength, I love that these two cards are next to each other because it really enforces that message of like, you have been so incredibly strong. And interesting, I'm also noticing in the Two of Pentacles, I love doing these readings because like I always notice things that I don't notice in my own readings, because when I'm doing my own readings, I just kind of brush things off. I'm like, yeah, get to the point. But when I'm doing these readings, I really pay a lot more attention to the cards, and some of the imagery and the feelings and the vibes, and like, I don't know, there's just a lot on this card that I never really thought to look at. I mean, things that I'm noticing that I've never really thought of before is like this pattern here where it almost looks like honeycomb. I'm noticing that there's like stars up here. There's like orchids, and I don't know if this is like, I don't know. There's flowers here. She has like an ankh earring. She's in an interesting like pose too. It's very, very interesting. It doesn't really give the typical Two of Pentacles energy. So not sure what that's about, but it has something to do with the Seven of Cups. This is okay. So the Knight of Wands is at the center of your reading. And then I'm seeing two totally separate things, like stories, I guess. It's like there's two totally separate stories. I feel like you're trying to get back into balance and you're considering options. Okay, they're tying into each other now. I am bouncing everywhere. My mind I keep getting downloads and downloads and I can't keep up with them. Your mind might be racing a lot. Overall, I feel really clear though. Yeah, okay, so back to the point. Your mind might be racing a lot. It feels like you're at the very edge of something. You're at the very end of something that you've had to like stay strong for. And you're like, okay, in order for me to complete this could be resonating with what you're actually going through, or this could also be the advice that Spirit is wanting to give you. So take it how it resonates. The Seven of Cups is kind of saying to me that in order to get to the next stage, the next step of whatever is going on in your life, whatever this weight has been, whatever you're completing, you need to drop something or multiple things. It's like you need to kind of put some things on pause for a bit so that you can create some balance and some stability and kind of move forward, because the Knight of Wands is like he's moving forward after dropping all of this weight, because he comes right after the 10 of Wands. It's like, okay, it's like Year of the Fire Horse. Drop all these wands, drop all this weight and all this heaviness. Pick the things that are actually serving me and let the rest go, and then just go for it. Like, this is like, I'm carrying no weight anymore. Like, I'm just carrying what is stable, what is making me happy, what is supporting me, people who are supporting me, connections, relationships, opportunities. There might be opportunities that you need to drop, that you need to let go of. And I'm hearing you'll know if this is like true, or like what this is talking about, because it's something that you've been thinking about. And that's kind of a baseline rule for all of my readings. You already know. This isn't something that, like, I mean, there's definitely going to be perspectives and ideas and thoughts and stuff that pop up here that you maybe didn't think of, but it's like all of my readings are meant to confirm what you already know, what your intuition and your higher self already know. So maybe it hasn't been like a forethought, like a thought at the front of your mind, but it's like my readings are never going to tell you to leave something, leave someone, break up, like if it's not something that resonates with you, if it's not something that you've already kind of considered, or at least like had like a little bit of a feeling, and then it's like, okay, this confirms that feeling. I never want to like create anxiety, because like your intuition knows. Your intuition knows exactly what these messages are talking about. That said, Two of Pentacles, again, yeah, we're just getting into balance. We're dropping things that no longer resonate with us, that no longer serve us, that no longer support our growth. That is good. I did not grab the decks that I wanted before this reading, but I have these two here with me, so we're going to use these to start with, and then we'll see if I want to bring any others into this reading. So Spirit, Universe, Spirit Guides, what do the people watching need to know? Why have you sent them here to this message? What is their higher self trying to tell them? Okay, feel this one. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. This is a good sign. This brings me back to that feeling of summer. Like it almost feels like a vacation. It feels like a deep, like an exhale of relief. It's like, oh yes, it's happening. It's finally happening. I have this like, just this feeling of this weight being lifted off of my shoulders. Align your life. Yep. What was I saying? Oh my goodness. What is not aligned or needs to change? Align your life. This is letting go of anything that is no longer serving you. And you know already what these things are. If you need any more confirmation, or maybe your conscious mind doesn't know exactly what these things are, we'll see if we can get some answers for that. Okay, where are you being called to journey to? Okay, so I know that this deck is very like starseed, like this is like a starseed deck, like but this is very like, this message is really talking about moving somewhere, going somewhere, leaving something behind that is no longer serving you, in pursuit of something that is more aligned, something that feels really good. Like I'm getting these deep feelings. I'm getting just like this feeling of relief. And I feel like you're meant to chase that. Not chase, attract. You're meant to like take action towards that though. So whatever this is, you're meant to take action towards it. Okay. I was gonna say, I think I do want to get another deck, but this card just kind of came out. So yeah, retreat, rest, be held, deep replenishment. This card, again, I always think, because it's so watery and we have a Scorpio here in the background, I'm really bad at remembering all of the constellations. I think this might be Capricorn. I think I remember that one. This might be Leo. I don't know. Aquarius, maybe? Are these the... Oh, no. And then this one might be, like, Taurus, but cut off. I don't know. But yeah, this like card always makes me think of like water, taking a bath. Like it gives oasis energy. And so I feel like when you like take a bath or you get in the pool, you get in water, you're there to like relax, and it feels like you're there to release, just let go and like go with the flow, you know? Maybe that is a sign for you. I don't want to cover those cards up, but I don't want to put this. Okay, we'll just put it here. It's gonna be a little uneven. I hate that, but you know. Okay, I want to get another deck. Okay, I've never used this deck in a reading. At least I don't think so. I might have, I don't know. Okay, these cards are gorgeous though. So, I mean, I've used this deck for myself, but I don't think I've used it in any of my like YouTube videos. Spirit guides, universe, I'm hearing guardians, guardians of the galaxy, guardians of the people watching this reading. What do they need to know? Ooh, this card is gorgeous. Oh, I love this card. Okay, creation energy. What is trying to be birthed through you? Wow. What are you being called to create, and what do you need to, oh, it's under here, but what do you need to like let go of? What do you need to drop the weight of in order to make this happen? This is a transition period. You're in a liminal space right now where it's like you're at a threshold. Like you are ready to move on to something else. And it's so funny. This is totally not intentional, but like these are the cards popping up. This is like the energy that I feel like I'm going through. Something new wants to be created. Something like really wants to, I'm gonna put this right in the middle. Something really wants to happen. The universe is trying to get you to do something, to move. Okay, universe, guardians, the guardians of the galaxy. What do we need to know? Okay, transcending duality. We are transcending duality and merging into oneness. Oh, this, I'm sorry, I clear my throat a lot in these readings, I've noticed. I don't know why. I think that I've just always kind of done that. Anyway, merging into oneness. This is so beautiful because it feels like you are like merging with the universe. You're really finding that balance. Yeah, didn't it say duality? Yeah, transcending duality. Two of Pentacles. You're finding a balance in like creation energy, or in like, oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Like my mind just went completely blank. Like you are a co-creator. We're all co-creators with the universe, but sometimes we operate in like pure like action versus the like balance of like letting the universe kind of help, like assist. It's like you are co-creating with the universe. Something is needing to be created, but you can't force it, and you also can't just wait for it to like magically manifest either. You are finding that balance between like putting in action and effort and allowing the universe to step in and take over when it's necessary. I'm like literally imagining or like seeing an, oh, the trash truck is outside. Hold on. Okay, it just passed. I just didn't want it to cover my voice while I was talking. And I know I'm not going to remember to cut this out. You are, oh my god, I forgot what I was going to say again. Okay, I was seeing in my mind's eye someone who like takes some action, you know, ooh, this card is pretty. They, oh my gosh, path of least resistance. Be like water, flow. Let me finish what I was saying before I talk about this, but, oh, and we have water, like the water that I was, oh my gosh, there's so much water too. Yeah, I think this is just confirming my message. Like, I was seeing in my mind's eye someone who like kind of takes some action, they work on something, and then they get tired and they're like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a break. I did enough work. I did what I planned to do today. I checked 3 out of 5 things off of my list today. I think that that's good enough. I put in a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Now I'm going to rest. I'm going to wind down. I'm going to go sit on the couch, watch a movie. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to go to the pool. I'm going to go, I don't know. And it's just like this feeling of like being satisfied with what you did. And so I feel like this group probably has a hard time feeling that way. And this is like your sign that you're kind of like, you're finding that balance. And if you're not, then that's the goal right now, is to just do what you can to find that balance. Path of least resistance. The path of least resistance is going to open up to you when you're able to create that balance. I don't know why I've never used these cards in like videos. Like, these are so gorgeous. Yeah, I love that this card is right at the middle. And like, I feel like these hands could be yours or the universe's. I don't know. I mean, this is like the our galaxy, right? I think that's the Milky Way. Yeah, and then Earth. Ooh, the seed of life too is in here. Let me pull this up. Okay. Yeah, the seed of life being in here. It's very hard to see on camera, but it's right here. The seed of life is, I mean, literally that. It's like planting seeds. It's like creation, but it's like the early stages of creation. Yeah. I want to pull more cards. I think I'm going to pull more tarot cards. I want to ask something specific though. What's the next step other than the obvious that we've already talked about? What is the actionable step that we can take towards our goals? The 3 of Swords. This feels less like action and more like healing. Let's get another card. What did I say? This feels like more like healing instead of action. I hope that's what I said. That's what I meant. Wow, my brain. I mean, I'm usually a little bit of a space case, but like, I feel like it's really bad right now. But I'm also so tuned in too. Like, I feel like I'm getting lost here and there, but like, I'm also very tapped in. Queen of Swords. Okay, there's some feelings we need to feel. And the Fool. I mean, new beginnings are definitely happening. You might be like in between like a spring and summer season in your life, not necessarily the season that's happening, although that could be true too. But I feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. There's a lot of feeling the feelings, like connecting with water, since we had so much water, connecting with water and like feeling your feelings, taking it slow. Kind of, this feels like right now, and I know that this is like one of the hardest things to hear, especially when you feel like you need movement and it's been a while since you've had movement in your life. Like, but right now you really are in a transitional period. You're in a liminal space. You're at a threshold where you can't really move forward right now. The universe still has some things that it needs to get into order, but you're also not necessarily meant to just like sit back and wait either. I feel like right now, and honestly, that's like where we are most of the time in our lives. I feel like the times of taking action or just completely waiting are usually very short windows of time. Most of the time in our lives, we're in a place of in between where it's like we've got to take some action, but we also need to rest. That's kind of like how life goes. So right now I feel like you are in that window of time where it's like you need to feel some feelings, heal some wounds, because otherwise you can't really move forward. Like you're going to be thinking, I'm hearing thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. Like you're going to be thinking too much, be too in your head to move forward right now. So I would say even if you can, like some actionable advice, because I like to give grounded, reasonable, actionable advice, or action, like what you can do during this period. I would set a time, 1 week, minimum 1 week. Wasn't I hearing 1 week earlier? I was. Set a minimum of 1 week to a month to like 3 months, depending on your situation and, you know, the urgency that you feel to, you know, create whatever it is that you're trying to create. Like if this is like, if you feel like your finances are not in order, I would say lean more towards the week, because obviously finances are urgent. But if you're kind of like, if you're stable in your life, but you just feel like something's missing, like you're in between, whatever, then you can probably lean more towards the 3-month time period. But actionable steps to take right now, give yourself a window of time, a time period, no less than a week, to just feel, like to just feel and take time every single day. Obviously you can't like not go to work, and you can't not keep up with your responsibilities. You can't not take care of family and whatnot, but whatever you can kind of let go of for now, for 1 week at least minimum, to reconnect with yourself, to rest, like take a bath or a shower every day, something to help you relax and feel good, especially if it has to do with water. That's why I keep going back to like taking a bath, like anything to do with water. Painting as well. I don't know why I said just painting. Like, I mean like art, like creating art. Maybe you're a painter. Doing something that helps you tap into your emotions and feel the feelings that you need to feel. This, I'm also hearing, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to feel bad feelings. You might want to tap into the feelings of accomplishment, feelings of like when you have manifested your desires or whatever is meant to come from whatever you're trying to create in your life right now. Feel those feelings too. But especially if you feel like you have wounds that need healing, or, I mean, this could literally just be the need to kind of like let yourself chill out, like not worry about anything, like give yourself an excuse. That is your actionable step. And then, I don't think I finished that sentence. Give yourself an excuse to like rest, or like to just chill. Then your next actionable step is to like start that momentum back up, because what you want to do is like reset and connect with yourself so that you can come back with fresh ideas, with fresh, I'm hearing fresh content, fresh, like you want kind of like a clean slate, and you want to kind of let go of some things that aren't helping you right now. And then you can kind of like, things will start to make sense after that like 1 week period, as long as you actually dedicate time to resting, or to creating, or to like just doing like freedom. I'm hearing like freedom, like you've got to be free, like this bird up here, got to be free. You've got to spend a week of like just freedom, and allow yourself to come back to whatever this thing that you're trying to create is, or trying to do, trying to manifest. That's your actionable steps. And I'm hearing that that is all you need to do, because I'm hearing that you get too in your head with the Queen of Swords. You get a little too in your head, and so like you'll think, okay, I have that step, now I need step 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you kind of get a little like like your brain gets messy, you know, because you're trying to like already think of step 3 when you haven't even done step 1. So take that and just leave it. Take it and leave it. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. That's it. Reading's over. And don't go to another reading. I mean, you can. You do what you want to do. But like, if you want to apply what your spirit guides are trying to assist you on, you might want to just leave it at that and stop scrolling, stop trying to find the next video. Like, you might need to just sit in silence, man. Like, you might need to just sit in silence, because I feel like you are overstimulated and you are in need of just listening to your own thoughts, because they need to be heard and processed so that you can like let them go and quiet your mind down. So maybe meditate too. Yeah, I think that those are all of the messages that I'm seeing for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you resonated with this reading, or if you resonate with me and you would like to get a personal reading, we can go a little deeper on what exactly this is. If you reference the video to me, we can totally do that. Or if you want to ask about something else, I offer video readings, recorded video readings, and also like private one-on-one sessions. So if that interests you, the links will be in the description below. And I hope to see you in a future video. Please subscribe. I don't know why I did that. Like, I'm just like doing stuff with my hands so that it's entertaining. Like, I feel like I'm trying to entertain you while I talk. Yeah, please subscribe. I would love that. I would so appreciate that, so that you can see future readings from me when you feel called. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.